them. It's going to stem out a lot of the time here.
Good news for Falcons, we just saw that drone sneak through, getting full intel on the entirety of this security setup. So perfect for the Falcons. They know exactly, or they should know at least, where every single one of these defenders in that area is going to be playing from. Shaiko gets the first pickup, but a nice nade from Joker immediately exchanges that back out. Still going to see the Falcons lead the charge here, bringing it down. It's going to have to be Rafal to bring it back, but no, Heat as well can only go for one kill. Renshiro now stands alone here in the 1v3, sets up the trade versus Mad Skills at least, but with no real way to deny this plant. We'll have to be heroic here in the clutch. The peek out from Red, the pre-fire's there from Kotos though, and the Falcons claim the first round of the tournament, or the first round of the series.
Just biding the time now. They know that they've got a little bit of the clock to work with here. J-Lad is eventually going to push in quite aggressively here on the crouch wall. He's got himself a great line of sight onto Renshiro, and he's going to look to line one up onto Shaiko as well. Keeps himself safe for the time being. The Goyo does get popped. It's going to deal a little bit of damage out there. We are seeing gunfights heavily happen in around that main stair area. A couple of kills flying in there. BDS, they're going to pick up 2. As Brede is credited with 1 from the Goyo canister, should I say, as well. It's Kotos, 25 seconds. He's left out in the cold. That's going to cut off his line of approach. BDS now know where he's going to be coming from. Shaiko's still able to watch out. Now we're seeing the Toxic Babe canisters detonated. It's going to be Shaiko to pick up that last kill. Much better round there from BDS. He was lucky to get past Renshiro inside of Tellers. Never mind Shaiko hiding behind the desk. It's a nice kill that BDS are going to say, thank you very much, we take those ones for free. Shaiko, he's not done there though, he's going to take O kills down, he's getting multiple kills from
Strong
this
position over by the elevators, and I believe has even been able to shift since then. Mad Skills popping this hatch, getting breached here. Not going to be able to play into it too heavily just yet. Eventually he gets beaten out by Alems on the hot room as well. Koto's the last one standing here. He does get a single trade, but that's all the team will take home on this round, as it's fairly one-sided for BDS to shut it down off of a few blunders from the Falcons at the start of it.
Afraid that Oster Shield is not going to help you if someone is shooting through the floor. Alems has picked his time to make that rotation. There's 2 kills fly in here for the Falcons.
It's going to be 2 players holding those upstairs positions here, but mind you, Falcons have wasted a whole lot of time being able to pick up these kills, but that might not matter a whole lot. The members of the Falcons quickly carving control over the site. Shaiko, the only one remaining, and O kills quick to clean him up as well. Definitely stretched for time, but they are eventually able to fend off that exterior pressure by stalking top stairs to open up a window for themselves to swing into the site and take control. That'll be 2-2 now.
Make that play. There is a bulletproof ride at the end, but with nobody dead on BDS, it's unlikely to be currently being watched, especially with the pressure that is being applied on the site. Kotos eventually will be credited with the kill onto Shaiko, and now with garage control, Falcons can look to try and make something happen.
Indeed they will, trying to work their way in. You can see Joker, though, struggling as he's been pincered, sitting at the edge of the site, going to be forced out into it as well. Renshiro to pick one up, but Joker succeeds, only for 1 though. Brede trades him back out and leaves Mad Skills alone on an island. He'll try to venture forward into the depths of lockers, but he's got at least 2 players to contend with. First one taken down, 2 more to go, but time also getting low. However, that's not going to stop him. What will instead is going to be Alems coming back up from the gold bars to shut down things inside of the 1v1 and lock in the round for BDS by just a hair.
We're going to get the wall open now at the bottom of that square. We did miss the impact trick there from Shaiko, so the wall will be opened. But unless they know about Renshiro playing in the corner, it could be very risky indeed. Mad Skills there going to be taken down, and with it the diffuser cold on the ground, as O-Kills is going to be the last remaining hope here for Falcons inside this round. 20 seconds left to go and 4 kills to find. He does have an Oster Shield to hide behind, but equally BDS know where he is, and they are likely just going to take their hands off their keyboards as they do not need to move here. Renshiro still in a bit of a dangerous position, tucked in behind that corner. As we can see, O-Kills, he's just looking for anything he can find. 4 seconds left on the clock, nothing going to happen here. Shaiko to pad his stats with another one to close out that round.
Joker still waiting to try and pick off a few of these players as they work their way in, but the first target's going to be the Montaigne thrown out against him, so obviously nothing to be gained there. J-Lad catches this drone works and knows that he's been exposed on the top hatch as well. Will no longer have that obscurity to try and crunch this play with. He's also going to leave the site defense at an even killed 3v3, but obviously BDS kind of down a player due to the fact that one's permanently on a shield. Joker shutting it down with the assistance of Mad Skills deeper in the site. Of course, massive credit going to Kotos for that as well. To justify a play into the site just yet. Maybe changing now, though, with Renshiro popping open. The
the main castle barricade that blocks off access to the site, but Kotos again just can't get away from it. Now Joker able to succeed too. Bride will throw in the first of those fuse charges, but it's pretty much a moot point, seeing as he's now the only player left alive. Is going to have a serious lack of intel in terms of where the shots were coming from as well. So not going to have the greatest play capability to clutch this one out in the 1v3. Beautifully done by the Falcons, as Kotos once again saves the day with some heroic mid-round kills. Any direct challenges that may come in from further down the hallway, leading into Jay as well as Stock needs to get things open here, but J-Lad was not dealt with deeper in the site. Big hop from Joker, but it's going to be caught immediately by Rafal. All for naught there on the run up from him, but he does get the intel on 2 players on, ready to fend off that pressure coming in from top square 2, but Shaiko and the rest of BDS may not need it at this point. They have the breaches, they have the sight lines, so they can more than likely take the risk on moving in without that, considering they also have the repelled angles to work with, and here we go. Bride already halfway through the plant. J-Lad making a mad dash to the back of square, but Shaiko already making quick work of one of his teammates. Bride, the planter, will be taken down, and O-Kills also going to be able to grab one from his new position on the inside of meeting. Evens out the player count into a 2v2, and we'll also see both the Falcons players get back the immediate area, where obviously we have the diffuser down on the ground. O-Kills will venture toward this, try to tap on it. Both these players are low. They can't fight forever. J-Lad will make the hop out. He'll go down to Rafal, and now this leaves O-Kills in a very, very tough scenario. Still gets the first of 2 needed, but that second one out on Repel is going to be so tough. This is all a mind game. He'll get himself off of that counter defuse first. The next one, no, needs to stick, and he's got just enough time to go back to it. What a huge clutch from O-Kills, as Falcons are going to snatch this round right out of the hands of BDS.
A ping to work with. Is he going to be able to get the heads up? Yes, he is. 2 kills on the round for Shaiko. All you do is give him a ping, and he's like a guided missile, Blue. He just goes in and picks it up for free. No questions asked. There's a little bit of presence inside at Garage now as well, and I think that's probably going to be a Lems that's credited with the kill over onto Kotos. O-Kills knows that someone's sitting there behind the ambulance and needs to try and do something about it. We've seen a good portion of the round, but there are only 2 Falcons players remaining, and they're not really the 2 that you look to for a clutch, and a Rooney with a DMR isn't the most ideal, but say that, J-Lad's going to make it work anyway. He takes Shaiko down on those main stairs. Nice headshot. Bride is looking to get a plant in though and confirm this round, as Renshiro eventually puts an end there to J-Lad. O-Kills is going to find one to pad his stats, but was it worth it? The diffuser's already been planted. Bride, a plant and a kill to close things out. BDS looking much better there on the base.
Interior of the building, and their first frag as well. 2 ways as they'll knock out J-Lad with a frag grenade. Taking him down, eliminates the Rooney. Obviously the laser gate still will stay in place. No utility lost here, but at the same time, that won't be true for our attackers, as O-Kill gets the exchange out against Shaiko and removes all that very useful attacker-sided utility. Mad Skills also going to be able to find what I assume was a very smooth one tap to go out against Renshiro. Both of the Carbon operators knocked out now as the Lion also down, and another push by Spiral to take down a Lems as well. Mad Skills taking no kills to rotate himself back into a safer position. He gets a little bit of that HP back as well. Here's Kotos uses the last of his charges to boost up his teammates, and also send Mad Skills back up to above full HP. Bride just hunting for frags at this point, trying to pick up the best that he can. He's going to see this push come back out against him from top blue. There's a sending frag, as unfortunately not a whole lot else he's going to be able to do with only 5 seconds left. The round is locked in for the Falcons, and we'll get another down against O-Kills. Can't confirm it, so no credit there, as the Falcons get to map points. Go over to a new operator. He's finally ditched away and is going to pick up the Thunderbird here to give that team that extra aggressive capability, especially inside. Oh no, hold on, I gotta interrupt myself, because here comes the play. They know what's happening though. Joker's able to fend off the first bit of it, but the rest of it's traded out. Renshiro and BDS picking up response kills and now establishing aggressive positioning here, but they're gonna be smart about this. They hold themselves. They know the rotates are gonna come in, but Kotos still able to strike true regardless, knocking out Renshiro inside of Electrical. How does the rest of the team work their way back into as they still lost the site, and the plant is going down. Lems with another pickup as well, but O-Kill steals one away from up on top. Won't interrupt the plant though. Bride confirms that, and now we're into a 2v2 post plant as the rest of the Falcons try to find a way to get themselves back into the fight.
This is terrifying on either side. 35 seconds left to go. Kotos, he doesn't know that Bride is immediately to his right. O-Kill's going for a little bit of a rotation here. Could look to try and use some vertical. Hail Mary C4 going to go out, but it's not going to do anything other than give away Kotos' information and location here. is going to get a couple of pre-fire shots out there, but it looks as though BDS know exactly where he is. Brede is locked in. He's not wanting to move. Alems finds one. Brede the second. The rush round from BDS pays off against all odds.
As well as I believe they know that at least one player ventured towards the top of blue. No sign of a fallback from that player anytime soon, though. They have a flank overwatch established, but won't work out too well. Alems ends up getting taken down by JLad. Joker looking to try and contribute from the bottom portion. The archive stairs, looking for his own way to hop into this, and it's just all going towards the Falcons right now. Shaiko and Brede are all that's left. The Montaigne has also been lost this early on in the round here. So how exactly do BDS get back in it? Well, that's not the way. Shaiko getting fended off as Mad Skills continues successfully harassed for the second floor, and Joker still down below in the depths, fends off the last of the pressure coming in from server. Into it. Renshiro would have been the one to potentially challenge against that a little bit further down the hallway. We have the pulse being played by Shaiko, ready to potentially hop into the fray as well. But it's going to be Renshiro to strike first, catching JLad and eliminating the ace from the attackers here as they look for ways to move down, but so far unsuccessful in that as BDS is holding strong with this very, very solid bunker setup.
25 seconds left to go is not a great deal of time here. Joker going to make his play in through garage. A recipe for success that the Falcons have already seen today. Taking out Shaiko takes out a huge linchpin in this entire defense. His kills now do start to trade, but Alems is going to be there to fight back, keeping his team in it, but only just as Mad Skills is going to be down. Joker finished off as well. BDS hold firm downstairs, and we're going all the way. Mad Skills will drop into the basement, maybe looks for a rotation up those main stairs, but of course Shaiko is going to be playing there. Nade going to get thrown on out and will connect onto Joker. Shaiko picks up a second, takes down Kotos, and a third. Shaiko's going nuclear here. Mad Skills going to be the only defender left alive. He's ripping down the castle barricade, trying to get himself back into sight, but he's 1 versus 5. There's a whole minute on the clock.
Gonna try to go adventurous here as he rotates around, has hot pings onto a few players. BDS, you can see them trying to make it panic, but no, it's not gonna work out. Renshiro moves forward, closes things down, and BDS are able to recover as things look scary for a few moments there. Clear that back out. Having Shaiko downed also, but not going to be able to get the confirmation off onto him just yet. Potential possibility for him to get res, but more than likely not going to happen anymore. He's off on an island here, and I think his teammates realize that that potential nade was going to be coming from below at any moment, so they don't even try to go for the pickup against him here. Another pickup going to be found from Joker as he finishes off that kill he was looking for earlier against Alems. Nicely controlled by him on this avenue. He'll continue to push forward now with full control over the bar. That should be a play opportunity for Kotos if he wants to come in and take the position behind the bar itself. Might not even need to, though, as Kotos is fragging out right now. He's found Rafal. Everything has fallen to Brede here. He gets one off the SMG 11 at least, but 3 more players to go. He can also try to delay this to the timer, but more than likely not so anymore. Kotos finally committing himself to the interior for the plant. Brede will not have an angle to stop him, and the timer will start ticking in the other direction. However, Brede had a hope for a moment there, but ultimately just going to be traded out after he kills the planter. The Falcons take solid control over round number 1.
Making it look easy to keep control of Master Bedroom there. He's picked himself up 2 great kills. Mad Skills going to get himself in below, into the kitchen, gets a glimpse there. Shaiko does eventually get shut down up on that top floor, but Mad Skills knows there's someone inside of kitchen with him and is instead just going to hightail it straight up these astronomy stairs and collect himself another. Falcons, they've got themselves into the 2 versus 2, but it doesn't look well. Mad Skills knows it doesn't matter. Still gets the shutdown onto Alems. Rafal now trying to come up these Astro stairs. Mad Skills super low. Only 1 shot would be required to shut him down. Gets a glimpse of Joker as he crosses on through. Locked into the 1 versus 1 here. Rafal, how much info have you got? Do you know where Mad Skills is? Gets caught in the Gumai momentarily. Does still have a couple of nades to play with here. Could look to try and nade out through into Trophy, but doesn't want to get caught with a nade in his hand. Pre-fires out. Does have the diffuser in pocket and 20 seconds to play with. Both players very low here. Dicey time. Mad Skills still convinced that the player is inside of Astronomy, as instead going to go for the rotation. Rafal patiently waiting there, just inside a Wolf 90 window, but could just look to try and make a rotation up these main stairs, but needs to be cautious. Nearly got caught out there by the player on that main door. Rafal really getting himself into a tricky spot here. Alems is able to assist though, picking one up onto Joker as O'Kills comes around with the swing. A messy gunfight will ensue as O'Kills is put down to 1 shot. It's credited with the kill onto Rafal, but at a great cost.
Yeah, O'Kill's going to be forced back as a result of that. Good news is, not for the lack of anything to do, though. He's got the yellow ping, and he's going to sink a beautiful up-nade here against Renshiro, setting up the Falcons for what should be a straightforward closeout now via trades. They're going to have to be a little bit careful because of the lower HP sitting on O'Kill's. But still, bringing it down to a 3 versus 2 here should give the team all the aggressive capability they need to swing in. Kotos gets the intel on Alem's position. He won't be able to maintain it as a result of that falling back. They do have the Kona stations deep inside of Bar, but they're relatively exposed. Nicely played by Alems, gets one, nearly goes for a second one, but Mad Skills as well gonna be taken down, and Alems to chain together that final frag. BDS get it done in the 2v3, and they pick up the round instead now to take the lead at 2-1. The rest of the interior site defense looks like.
Not an easy execute to pull off in the 3 versus 3. No C4s remaining for BDS. Rafal can jump in the scanner to see if he can find out where this push is coming from, but he's going to have the gun in his hand instead. Grabbing one onto O'Kill's. Kotos battles back, but he's in the 1 versus 2. 25 seconds left to go. Going to hit the drop and look to make his entry in through tarps. Doesn't seem to be working off too much information here. He's not that confident on which way he ought to be going. BDS, they are going to be playing things very close to their chest here. The Banshee going to give the game away as he looks to try and pre-fire on into the site. 9 seconds to go, and he needs to try and line these 2 kills up if he's hoping to come away with the round. But the time is likely going to tick out here, but not before Shaiko can pad those stats with another one. BDS's got a difficult job here keeping control of Astro, and he's likely not going to be able to do it. Joker's going to push himself down, but get taken out by Rafal. The SMG-11 there, superior at close range, and Brede with the swing just to keep his buddy safe. Mad Skills, he's going to take Shaiko down as O'Kills pushes on into the site, but it is for the most part going to be unsuccessful as he is immediately downed. Everything now resting on Mad Skills' shoulders. BDS still occupying the area inside of Astro as Mad Skills crouches forward, looking maybe to pick himself up a cheap kill. 20 seconds left isn't a great deal of time to be playing with. The diffuser, of course, cold on the ground. BDS know this, and they are going to guard it with their lives. Last second revive as kills are going to be the order of the day here to get this round done. 7 seconds left on the clock, immediately getting stuck into the goo mine. That's the audio cue that Brede needs for his 3rd on the round. Rafal picking up the last. We've not seen many rounds go out on time. These players are thirsting for those final kills.
Damage done to the players on BDS here, and Joker also taking a lot of heat. Thankfully, Adrenal Surge is still in play for the Falcons, so they can boost his HP up to a little bit more of a workable point.
It's looking like a single doorway push here as Falcons haven't really got too many options to get through these reinforced walls. Rafal kicks off things for BDS with a kill onto J-Lad. The plant was being attempted briefly, but it's immediately stopped. Mad Skills pushing his way in, will be the next player to fall downed, as well as Kotos is going to try and lock in that plant, but he's likely going to be the only player standing. A desperate pre-fire there from Brede sees the job done as BDS let Falcons in and then lock them out.
Trophy side with the way they're lining up their players right now. They may very well be able to do it. You can see how much pressure has been forced off here from the players on Falcons. Mad Skills may have his first challenge in just a moment. He's got the CZ out to take it as well. Beautifully played. Knocks out Shaiko. Gets revenge against him. And oh, what a refrag to go right back into that same angle. Clips the head off of Brede as well. And leaves BDS. Oh, Mad Skills with another one to take home too. Renshiro also going to be left stunned as to just how his head was found there. But still, it's been done. And now Rafal, the only one left standing, he'll get the first kill needed, but 3 more still need to be claimed.
Minute and 10 left for Rafal to try and get this done. Not a great amount of utility at his disposal. O'Kill's prone underneath the Kiba barricade. It was always going to be a difficult one for Rafal to challenge onto.
3rd player in this position to do so. That shot, I believe, actually tapped one onto Rafal just slightly there, but follow back and see if that ends up being true. They'll block off a bit more of that rotation from Astro, but Shaiko is going to be able to catch O'Kills instead. That angle works just as well for the attackers as it does for the defenders, and this time BDS excel at evening things out. And oh, the timing for Joker. I think he went to look to his left. That'll lead to his death. Shaiko chaining multiple together now as well, leaving J-Lad on his own inside of the 1v3. Won't be able to contend against the pressure as one more is claimed from Shaiko for another avenue to move themselves in. As you can also see, quite a bit of a defensive setup for the Falcons position over here, but even when we see Renshiro try to open up new territory further towards the red stairs, he's immediately fended off by another player from the Falcons. Has been pushed out. Joker in this area now going to feel the safety to move even further out from that position. Brede still looking for this player as well, and meanwhile he's on the opposite side of the map. BDS, unfortunately, for this round at least, have just lost the plot entirely. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to try and postulate this push. With only 20 seconds to go, at least they catch Joker at the tail end of things here. A second to be found from BDS. Maybe it's not over just yet, but BDS will now be left alone on an island, and Kotos will quickly exchange him out for the Falcons to claim a third round. Art Studio push for himself, so we still have at least one element alive. Mad skills, and oh, this is arguably one of the most dangerous ones. Let's go to these operators with the 1.5 times, and I can't disagree with them with his headshot accuracy too. The top down, beautifully played, and is going to be able to knock out Renshiro, and here comes Mad Skills to land what arguably could be the killing blow for this round. At the same time though, Rafal going to be able to bully his way forward, could get a second kill by Death's Door, but no, Joker wins that fight instead, and Kotos closes out with one more. The Falcons refuse to die, but they still have 2 more rounds to go. Falcons either, so not going to be able to see that HP be brought back up at a later point in the round.
Alems hanging around the back Astro stairs. He's going to push himself straight into sight, as we've seen him do so many times, but immediately shut down. Kotos picks up 2. J-Lad onto Rafal, and Shaiko and Renshiro left to pick up the pieces. Shaiko in the middle of sight. Toxic Babe canister choking him out before he finds one. He's 1 versus 2. This will be 4 kills on the round if he's able to get it. He's locked into the 1 versus 1 with Mad Skills. Could look to try and get the plant down. Depends on how much information he's got available to him here. Sitting at around half HP. No C4 available for Mad Skills. Going to start the plant now. Could be a bait, could be a stick. Looks as though he's going to try and stick it. There must be some information here available for BDS, but it's not going to be enough. Mad Skills clutching out the round like it's nothing. So what could be the last round here of Villa. Nice opening advantage there as well, removing the mute and the Wamai. Shaiko going to double down, taking Mad Skills down, but O-Kills is there for the trade. He's going to have to go pretty huge here inside of Master. He's going to get a couple of kills lined up for him as Alems and BDS both next to fall. Quick as a flash, we're leveled up 2 versus 2, and Falcons are straight back in this one.
Static in their positions, or certainly with the capability to be so once the charge goes in, so that won't trip them up. Obviously, the Nomad charge is certainly going to be helping out, but the Falcons again strike true. It's Kotos with the Nitro Cell to shut down Rafal and end his rampage on this round. Everything now falls to Renshiro, who, to be honest, has been struggling a bit inside of this game too. 5 and 10 currently, but the first kill is found. Won't be able to find no kills, though. So the Falcons do it again as they trigger OT for the 2nd map in a row. Guessing to be brought into BDS's attacking clears.
BDS looking to move quite quickly here as Shaiko pushes himself through, but it's straight into the gun of Mad Skills. That push wasn't bolstered by anybody else on the side of BDS, and as a result will just be a straight advantage to the Falcons. You could see BDS immediately scared to pushing off the back of it after they saw Shaiko's fate, and Kotos going to shut Alems down out there on the rappel once again, leaving BDS in a very difficult situation. Kotos is lining him up for free here as Rafal gets himself into a scuffle, but he too shall fall. Downed outside of Study, and with BDS the only line of attack left, it's going to be a flawless for the Falcons. They bring it all the way back and put themselves onto a map point.
Here, despite the struggle they faced at the beginning of the round due to the loss, the push from J-Lad, still going to be able to keep themselves in the fight, but for how much longer is the question. Shaiko, he's been reactivated now on the defensive side. He's immediately fragging out. Kotos has gone down. Mad Skills and Joker going to look to make up the difference. Another swing, this time from BDS, takes out Joker and leaves Mad Skills alone here inside of the 1v3, trying to make the play, but just can't make it happen against that M590. It's all too easy of a closeout, and indeed, that final round, number 15, is triggered by BDS as we go the full distance for a 2nd time. Mozzie in play for Mad Skills. Haven't actually seen him be able to steal one of those away and at least to use it just yet, but might help see a change of pace of that now for this round. Joker, though, a big risk, but it pays off for him. He's able to get rid of that Nomad charge and get himself out of dodge, but still, he'll lose one of his teammates to start this off. Shaiko gets the opening entry of the round. Another one getting claimed for him as well. Joker not going to be able to maintain position, but he does trade out against Shaiko. Rafal and the rest of BDS, though, have won this trade and brought it all down to Kotos, but he also downs the case, so it's not secure just yet for BDS either. If Kotos can hold here, he might be the hero that sends the Falcons into a tie position, but he's going to have to maintain. Backs up a bit, will give that case control over to the players from BDS. It's hard to second guess about where the next peak will come from. He's right in the prediction, but missteps his footing, and that will lead to the end of the map. BDS lock it in instead and get the 2-0 advantage in the series.
To disable any electronics, the drones work ahead of him somewhat. He's going to be able to call 90 as clear. as Shaiko gets ready to burst on through. We'll be able to dish out a little bit of damage initially, but the opening engagement is going to favour the Falcons, as the Lens is going to be the first to fall. Renshiro and Shaiko, though, back things up, as this pushing through blue has, for the most part, been successful.
Very direct play from BDS, once again ignorant of their own game upstairs, but with good reason behind that as well. JLad now going to try and fire some shots in for me, and he'll be taken down. Shaiko just going on a rampage here. 3 kills already claimed, all from this back pillar clear as well. Joker tries to stem the tides, but it's way too far gone. And a very one-sided, very direct round from BDS shows up to keep that attacker-sided Oregon flowing strong and true as they take control over the first round. But still no sign of any realistic room for BDS to move themselves into the site just yet. They are held up ad infinitum until they can get this entry, but maybe an opportunity here. No, not going to happen, and even worse, the case has been dropped in the middle of the site. Kills denies the play. He'll get adventurous, start to look for an opportunity to knock out the Montaigne. They'll actually trade positions too. Could end up being a little bit of a mistake here to an extent, as it pushes the Falcons out of the site and allows for a plant to go down for BDS.
I'm not sure how BDS have gained site control there. We've literally just seen Falcons run away from site, a place that they had almost on lock, and now they are the attackers. They are looking to push through and break this hold, and Renshiro's going mental, picking himself up too. Shaiko a plant and a kill to close out the round. Get that player further removed. A little bit of drone work going on at the back of rear stairs as well. Nothing really giving Mad Skills enough impetus to leave just yet. Open kill going to go on to Rafal, but Mad Skills is still going to be successful in getting the trade.
Falcons continuing to hold here. Rising fashion considering the amount of pressure coming in from BDS, but that may finally start to change things up. Not only do they knock out Joker, obviously they'll be able to take down Mad Skills now with him already being down from the outer repels also. Knows he's going to be challenged sooner rather than later here, and unfortunately only having the carbine to try to play it out, but still lines up at least one more shot against Shaiko. Lems, though, will be there for the immediate pickup. Now that leaves O'Kills alone in the 1v3. Reaching desperately for any type of clutch you might be able to get. That's a great start to it, taking down Renshiro. Won't be able to find anyone else in this avenue, though, and BDS with full control over the rest of the map just takes a confident stand on the inside of Kitchen. Should be able to get this plan out without too much of an issue. O'Kills even worse, will lose about 20 HP as he ends up impacting himself, going down through into meeting room here. Not going to be able to catch either of the players on their post-plant transition either. We'll have some intel onto the cafeteria player, but I'm not sure if he's aware of the one that's gone back up on top. Flash will full white his screen for at least 2 to 3 seconds. Still no one from BDS pushing in to knock him down just yet. They'll need to do so soon, but there's going to be a peek from him. Kills with 1. We've already seen him do this before. Can he do it a second time? Ready to contend against the top that angle that's opened up from Lems. Tricks him off first. Kills. He's sticking this one though. Nope. Off of it to try and take it, but Lems gets the better of it, and BDS sink in a 3rd round. Has himself positioned in classroom, but won't really be able to maintain it. He's going to make a mad dash back over towards Freezer. Player's already in position to counter that, but it won't matter. As Mad Skills is able to get 1, and Shaiko beautifully played as he's able to find the trade onto Mad Skills and quickly taps on his site.
The Goyo canister going to cut off a good deal of time there on the Freezer push. O'Kills got a little punch hole to be working with. It's going to be difficult to pre-fire onto, especially if you assume that anybody has been flashed, although Brede hits him with the swing. Fantastic game that Brede had over on Villa, and that's starting to translate into Oregon. JLad going to be lining up his next victim. This is going to be a huge kill if he's able to get it. Shuts one down, goes for the second, draws for the shotgun, and achieves the down. Final kill comes in from Joker as BDS are kept out of the basement.
Common pick throughout this series for BDS, making an appearance every once in a while. And this one manages to grab about half the damage off of Kotos, and they're also going to try to excel, push this forward a little bit further here too. Look, they managed to catch 2 players. They're still setting up the site. Shaiko gets away with another double kill.
When it rains, it pours, especially in Shaiko.
Shaiko, however, Brede, I believe, being heavily lit up by that also, as he's going to be down to about 20 or 30 HP. Thankfully, because of the denial here against JLad, they'll be able to bring Shaiko back up. But the bad news, look at this utility. No more adrenal surge. He's already used all 3 of them, so the HPs are staying in place. Mad Skills takes out both the players, pushing back in, and it gets the white stairs push as well. So the Falcons keep themselves in this one away now from the tie at 3-3.
Playing inside of Oil Pit, but he can't quite get the angle on it. though it will now disappear as the bullets do come through. Rafal is going to be successful there, taking down O-Kills. And with the attic pressure relieved, it should make things a little bit easier when BDS come to push in. But they've still got the small matter of players deep in the site. Hiding out, we've got Joker and J-Lad still up and at him. Joker going to find himself a great pick over onto Renshiro. J-Lad one just before that. And all of a sudden, Falcons have the advantage. A kill will come in from the hatch. Rafal, he's had 3 on the round. Don't forget he got the opener against Mad Skills as well. 2 versus 2 now as BDS joins in on the party. He does have the case in pocket and he's going to look to try and get a plant down right now. Timer hitting 0, and Kotos, does he have the info? Goes for the C4 toss. It's a bit of a Hail Mary. The plant will be confirmed, but he didn't have the intel. BDS with the pistol confirms the plant and the final kill. Andres, we do see the fire arrows come through now. Smoke to deny visuals and fire arrows to go a little bit deeper. Toxic Babes cuts everything off, and kills now starting to come in. 2 for the Falcons before Alems is able to respond with 2 of his own. He's going to get shut down there though by Mad Skills, as the fire is still dissipating in and around the site, and Rafal and BDS have a lot of work to do. Scratch that, only BDS alive, draws it into the 1 versus 2, but with the plant going down, he needs to be very cautious as to how he approaches this one. Mad Skills comes off the plant as he's only 1 HP and can't afford to take another tick of the Toxic Babe, but hits the rotation and catches BDS in the reload.
Bottom of those stairs, but no real follow through on that for many of these players. Are going to start to see that though, as it looks like they may try to go, and indeed they are going to hop directly into electrical. We'll see how it works out. So far it's an even 1-to-1 exchange. Another member of BDS has been down, but Alems also fully taking out a member of the Falcons with Joker falling down. O-Kills quick to confirm over there on to Renshiro, taking him down and evening the numbers truly now into a 3v3, but things seem to freeze past that point. Falcons, what's your next move? As you got to get a little bit deeper to get into the site.
BDS got a tough task here to try and hold on to Elbow. Alems is going to pick up another kill over onto Mad Skills. BDS eventually finds the pick onto Kotos. As O-Kills left in the clutch. 1 player inside of Blue, 1 player inside of Freezer. He's going to know roughly where both of these players are. The case cold on the ground, not going to be a factor here. BDS, he's got the shotgun. He's ready for this close range engagement, and he swings and lands it. BDS.
There's at least 1 element of this defense that's yet to have been dealt with here. O-Kills knows he has 1 player from BDS sitting on the inside. Like he got a quick spot of it from the drone. So smart from O-Kills here. He knew he had that mute jammer sitting directly below him. Also going to follow it through the second one as well. BDS goes down. Shaiko doesn't even get to see the player that kills him. It's surgical from the Falcons. Renshiro still maintains positioning. He's still the security element alive and well too. And Renshiro will be able to help out on that from the top side. The smoke's going to start to work themselves in. We do see the Capital play. And now here comes the pinch, trying to work themselves through walk-in. But so far, a good defense being put up initially. But O-Kills and J-Lad working together to fend off more of that interior site pressure. Rafal goes down on the lower end of this one, leaving it all to those interior site defenders. And Alems going to try to come in on a late flank here. Wants to hop up. Not sure if he needs to go for it though, but the second guessing is costing him hugely. Falcons with the full site control has now left Alems alone. He's not even going to have a chance. Joker reads him like a book, shuts him down, and it's another round for the Falcons. Joker, a little bit of a mistake there as they end up knocking out one of their own drones. Still 4 others though, so shouldn't be a huge takeaway from them yet. Shaiko wants to go for the swing, but instead finds a lonely target in O-Kills hiding out there at the bottom of the stairs. Knocks him out smoothly, gets another one before being traded by Kotos. However, the members of the Falcons, they're losing players far too quickly here. Alems already taking down J-Lad. Mad Skills with 1 more pickup before he goes down. No support available on the trade from Kotos because he's still held back by a Toxic Babe. And now he's left alone in the 1v3. Needs to go in for the check on every single angle, trying to be so careful, but now that he's been revealed, has to watch his flank as well. That player deeper into the site from BDS can begin pinching against him. Doesn't seem like they want to go for it though. They're happy to play this out on the time. Maybe the very same way they're able to get this. Kotos with 1. Can he be the hero yet again for this squad here? He's found that first pickup against Renshiro, but running out of time. And now a Kiba barricade blocks him off from the diffuser. Try and route himself in towards it, but he's missed the player in Freezer, and that will lead to his elimination. Alems finishes it off, and it's BDS again to get up to map point first. Very beginning of it, you can see a few members of BDS trying to peek out over here towards Attic in an attempt to catch the refrag, but no, it's going to come from deeper inside. Instead, Mad Skills tries to escape down the hatch, but BDS is waiting for him on the lower end. That evens out the exchange, brings us back into an even 4 versus 4. J-Lad getting a peek from someone on BDS, but he doesn't want the challenge. He needs to commit himself to this clear. They cannot have the confidence to move themselves into the site while the threat sits alive up above, but it won't work out for J-Lad. He'll be lost to Shaiko, and oh no, J-Lad, he took the case with him up there. Rafal closes it down with Shaiko, and that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. BDS shut it down, and they will claim the championship here at Gamers8.
Fantastic run for BDS, not dropping a single map in their entire group and going flawless in the finals. A couple of overtime rounds thrown in there for good measure, but ultimately nobody was coming close to the level of siege that these 5 players have displayed here for us today. We've often said that BDS have never won a major championship. Well, they can hang their heads high now, knowing that they take home $400,000 as the prize. You can see just exactly what this means to the players. We've been seeing them in and around the hotel room for the past couple of days, in and around the venue, and they've always looked very relaxed, always looked very comfortable, and this is finally their moment.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, your champions of Gamers8 2022. It's BDS!